Chief, thanks for joining us. We keep seeing 0% contained. We hear about low water pressure in the Pacific Palisades. Where does help coming? Where's help coming from, and what would it look like?
Yeah, good morning, and thanks for having me. I'm here at the iconic Rose Bowl, where just a week ago we were celebrating the parade and the Rose Bowl game, and this really is a worst-case scenario. With, as you mentioned, 50, 60, 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, a wind-driven fire, we've lost a significant amount of homes, and I would estimate we're going to need tomorrow morning daytime, but we're going to be in the 1,500 to 2,000 acres burned with 0% containment.
Yeah. Chief, have you ever in your life seen anything like this? I mean, the winds are coming out up to 99 miles per hour, and just pretty much everything in its path is going to burn because you can't stop it, and you're running out of water, and you don't have a lot of manpower. I mean, all hands on deck, but you need more.
We do. And we made a request for 50 strike teams from all over the state, which would give us another 250 fire engines. When I was driving to the command post, it really looked like an apocalypse. You couldn't see. There was spot fires everywhere. There was trees coming down literally as we were driving, and multiple houses on fire. Definitely the worst brush fire and worst incident that Pasadena has seen in its history.
Chief, can you explain the water pressure issue that we continue to hear about?
We do, and thankfully, Pasadena, tonight we have not had significant water pressure issues. The crews have been able to get water out of hydrants. The problem is that this is a wind-driven fire, and we're having spotting multiple miles ahead of a fire. And we could have another 500 firefighters here on this incident, and we still wouldn't be able to stop this fire. We really need the winds to die down. We need to get aircraft in the air and be able to start doing water drops, and then come behind it with fire crews.
So, Chief, you can't even start containment until that happens?
No, and our crews are doing, there was some really heroic activities between police and fire tonight with, multiple residents being saved, people being pulled out of burning buildings, and things that you hear, but it was happening in real time. But the fire is spreading so rapidly. By the time our crews pull hose lines and start trying to extinguish a fire, it's 3 houses down. Instead of just the house that they were trying to fight.
Yeah, and Chief, I know that you guys were telling people they should evacuate because we knew yesterday the winds were going to be really high. At that point, it was going to be 70 or 80 miles an hour, now almost 100. But I know when people have to evacuate out in that area, everybody has a go bag. And you got supplies, right. You got your prescriptions and stuff like that. But what's really important is you need a map. And you need 2 evacuation routes. And this is the reason why, because people think, okay, I'm going to go inland. Well, this time you can't go that way, or you can't go north, or you can't go south. You don't know where to go.
Right. And to your point, Pasadena has a lot of one way in, one way out, just like Malibu. We're getting another really big wind gust here. And so we really preach having that go bag, being self-sufficient for 72 hours, have a primary and a secondary evacuation route, a meeting place for your family, because we've been preparing for this event for the past few days as a wind event, not necessarily as a fire event. And here we are with just devastating fires on top of the wind event. We've had multiple evacuations. We're just in the process of expanding our mandatory evacuation zones because we're having a wind shift. And with those ember casting of up to 2 to 3 miles, it really expands the area of Pasadena where we need to evacuate residents.
All right, Chief, stay safe. Thanks so much.
Thank you,
We'll talk to you again. Hopefully you get those 50 strike teams quickly. More Fox
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.